Cool. Excellent. So, yeah, so people are standing on the footpath looking in. When it comes to web marketing, that's what they're doing. They're not coming to the front door. They're standing on the footpath looking in. And when that happens, they really prefer to have, Dutch people, because the Dutch people leave their fucking curtains open. You can see everything inside instead of the blinds closed. But when they come to you, because you don't have a website and you don't have whatever, right? It's like they get there, they're knocking on the front door and saying, "Excuse me, really interested in your product."
Yeah, back to what we were talking about, right? Where when somebody goes to your website that you said you've just put up and you know that there's some mistakes on it, and then people are writing to you saying, or calling you saying, I found your website, but there's a couple of mistakes. Great. Why were you on my website? I mean, the mistakes worked for marketing to get them to your door. And now that they're at your door, don't worry about what the website says. Now that they're at your door, here's what I know, right? Is if people are forced to sell to themselves, they don't do it that easily. But if the salesman is there, they'll buy. So, so your website worked to get them to you so that they could tell you you have a problem on your website and you get to go straight into the sale. Why were you on my website? Because it certainly wasn't to find out if there was mistakes. It's the same, right? Sell like a rock star. Here I have it right here, Paul. Sell like a rock star, right? Downloadable, $11 on Etsy. I got last year in 2 months, 1,017 people to get there.
Wow.
All by themselves. I got them there. 1,017. I got 45 sales. Here's what it says to me, right? Is that it's easy to get someone to your website, but if you don't know who's there and at what time, and you leave them to shop by themselves, the majority of people aren't going to do it.
Yep.
But if you can speak to them, then they'll do it. So of the 45 that have it, right, I ignored those ones. And then I picked a bunch of 15 of them that I'd gotten to the website. I know because I physically said, hey, this is out now. Here's a link. And they must have pressed it, right? So I just picked a random 15 and said, just letting you know it's out. Did you want it before Christmas? Do you want to download it yourself from Etsy? Or would you like me to email it to you with an invoice? 15 people within 30 minutes wrote back and said, oh, thank God. Yes, please email it to me. 15 sales in 30 minutes. So now I get to 60 sales and it doesn't matter about the website.
Yeah.
The salesman, if as a salesman you get to speak to the customer, they'll buy it.
Yeah, you'll make more sales that way. Otherwise, there's people coming to your front gate, looking in and walking on. Some of them will fill out the contact form, which is a little bit like putting their business card in your mailbox and then walk on.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
you know
cold calling.
Oh, I've signed up to a newsletter. Misty, why don't you have a newsletter for people to sign up to? Well, I'm not going to write a newsletter.
Yeah.
But I only need the contact details. But hey, if you're coming to me saying, why don't you have a newsletter? Why are you asking? Well, I was over it. Why were you at my site to tell me that I don't have a newsletter? What made you, why are you there? Obviously, I've got this problem. And again, marketing worked simply because I didn't have it. So marketing worked anyway. I can help you with that. You don't need a newsletter.
Exactly. And then they fall into one of three categories. They either want to just sort of, stalk you online with your information, find out your information, or they want to get your information and slowly make a decision, or they just want to sign up and get some bloody help. That's sort of where it comes down to.
But if they're talking to you, you can, if you're a salesman, you can do it.
Yes.
You can do it.